Yes, you need to. I call this meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Luis Cabrera,
Present.
Councilmember Maria Cecilia Cruz,
Present.
Vice Mayor Tadeo Asael de la Hoya,
Present.
Councilmember Esteban Rosales,
Present.
Councilmember Lisette Servín,
Presente.
Councilmember Javier Vargas,
Present.
Mayor Nieves Raydell.
Present.
Mayor, you have a quorum.
Thank you. Vice Mayor, will you please lead us?
Item number 3, invocation, Ms. Elida Valenzuela, Police Chaplain.
Muy buenas tardes a todos. Dice un texto sagrado que toda la autoridad en la tierra está bajo la autoridad de Dios. Oremos. Dios eterno, en esta tarde, una vez más, pongo delante de ti este concilio, rogándote que tú traigas de la sabiduría que tú das sobre sus mentes y que les traigas también paz a sus corazones sobre las responsabilidades que ellos cargan. Te ruego que en sus vidas personales les muestres tu gracia y tu favor, que puedan regresar a casa tomando un respiro y disfrutando de sus seres familiares. Te ruego por cada uno de los ciudadanos aquí presentes interesados por esta ciudad, para que juntos y en armonía puedan llegar a acuerdos por el bien de todos. En el nombre del Padre, del Hijo y del Espíritu Santo. Amén.
Thank you.
Item number 4, call to the public. This is the time for the public to comment. Under ARS Section 38-431.0I, members of the City Council shall not discuss or take legal action on matters raised during an open call to the public that are not properly noticed on this agenda for discussion and legal action. At the conclusion of an open call to the public, individual members of the City Council may respond to criticism made by those who have addressed the City Council, may ask staff to review a matter, or may ask that a matter be put on a future agenda.
Anybody from the public that would like to come forward? This is your opportunity. Yes, please.
Hello, my name is Antonio Ramirez. I am the Political and Policy Director for Rural Arizona Action. And I'm here because I believe Proposition 434 is harmful to San Luis. I believe that representation matters, and I believe that paying elected officials a living wage is crucial for a functioning democracy. Elections are how we hold elected officials accountable. But how can we hold elected officials accountable if nobody can afford to run against them? How can you expect your elected officials to make informed decisions about critical issues like water security, transportation, land use, and public safety if they can't afford to put food on the table for their families? Let me be clear. The $10,800 that city council members make is not a living wage. That is a barrier for a wider, more diverse field of candidates. But if Prop 434 passed, it would obliterate the salaries for the mayor and council. They would make nothing. That is damaging to a democracy because it exacerbates a system where only the wealthy can afford to run for office. Last June, the mayor and council passed a $122 million budget. Decisions like that demand full and undivided attention. And if council members are required to work full-time, that means they have less time for these important decisions. I've seen some of the arguments for Prop 434. I saw a video about how none of the new businesses, none of the new construction for apartments, restaurants, gyms, and shopping centers came from the council members. Well, that's like your lungs complaining that your brain doesn't breathe. They serve different functions. Your brain is meant to think. It's meant to, just as your lungs are meant to circulate blood through your body, entrepreneurs are meant to start and run businesses. Teachers are meant to teach. Firefighters are meant to put out fires. Police are meant to police. City council members, the mayor, are meant to run cities. I implore the constituents of San Luis to think of Prop 434 not as the pay for the representation you have, but pay for the representation that you want. I implore you to vote no on Prop 434. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Please do.
Muy buenas tardes, mi nombre es Brian de la Hoya, vivo en la 1387 La Madera Drive, aquí en San Luis, Arizona. Pues como pueden ver, en el 4 de noviembre se va a llevar a cabo una elección muy importante de la que todos estamos informados, pues se trata de la proposición 434. A algunos les parece, a otros no, pero yo les voy a dar mi punto de vista. Esta proposición tiene como meta quitar los salarios, eliminar los fondos para viáticos, para los concejales y los mayores. Eso es una amenaza a la democracia. Sinceramente, pone muchos obstáculos para que la clase trabajadora pueda estar involucrada y representar a San Luis, Arizona. Yo no lo veo bien y no soy el único que piensa igual. Pero ya que estamos hablando del tema, supongamos que sí pasa, ¿verdad? La proposición, todos dicen, no, que trabajen gratis, ¿verdad? Ok, vamos a suponer que pasa esa proposición, el pueblo decide que sí. Les voy a dar un ejemplo de cuánto se ocupa para fundar un viaje a Washington, D.C., aproximadamente un estimado para ir a Washington, D.C., ¿verdad? Por 4 días. Vamos a suponer que se ocupa vender chicles. Una caja de chicles tiene 60 chicles y cuesta alrededor de $4. Ok. Para 4 días de comida sería aproximadamente $320. Para 4 días del hotel, aproximadamente sería como alrededor de $1,350. Un ejemplo. El vuelo, $700. Un ejemplo. Y luego dinero para una emergencia, pues diríamos $300. Cada chicle se vendería a 25 centavos, una cora. Y pues como se vendería a ese precio, la ganancia de una caja sería $11 por caja. Entonces se ocuparía vender alrededor de 261 cajas de chicles para fundar un viaje a Washington, D.C. El viaje costaría alrededor de $2,870. Entonces, ¿ustedes estarían dispuestos a hacer eso? ¿A eso vamos a terminar? Gracias.
Thank you. Anybody else? If not, let's continue.
Item number 5, proclamations presentation. Item number 5A, proclamation on Red Ribbon Week, October 23rd through the 31st, 2025. Item number 5B, proclamation on Extra Mile Day, November 1st, 2025. Item number 5C, proclamation on Law Enforcement Records and Personnel Appreciation Week, November 10th through the 16th, 2025. Item number 5D, proclamation on Alzheimer's and Caregiver Awareness Month, November 2025. Item number 5E, proclamation on Lung Cancer Awareness Month, November 2025. Item number 5F, proclamation on National Diabetes Awareness Month, November 2025. Item number 5G, proclamation on National Runaway Prevention Month, November 2025. Now therefore be it resolved that Mayor Nieves Rydell hereby declares the proclamations in the city of San Luis, Arizona, this 22nd day of October 2025. Item number 5H, promotion on San Luis Police Department Sergeant Ernesto Cárdenas and Sergeant Emanuel Aldama. Nigel Reynoso, Chief of Police.
Good afternoon, Mayor, members of council, members of the staff. As we prepare for the continuous growth of the city of San Luis, the San Luis Police Department is thankful for the approval of new staff and additional promotions. The department underwent the selection promotion for 2 new sergeants, which have been added to the patrol division. This will allow for the growth of another squad that primarily will focus on the east side of the city and to alleviate some of the span of control in our specialty units. With that, I would like to present our 2 new sergeants, both with over 10 years of law enforcement experience. And that is Sergeant Ernesto Cárdenas and Sergeant Emanuel Aldama. So once again, I present both sergeants, Sergeant Cárdenas, Sergeant Aldama, our new addition to the supervisors. As you can see, Sergeant Aldama is still going to be a little bit more on light duty due to a training exercise, but he's okay. So shortly he'll be doing a field training process that we have for sergeants as well, and then he'll be taking over a squad. Sergeant Cárdenas is now leading already one of the squads, and that allows us to move some of the sergeants around and provide some additional responsibilities, which many of them have multiple. So we all wear a lot of hats, but we're trying to make sure that we are able to provide a good span of control and make sure that we're not overtasking our supervisors. So again, this is our new sergeants, Cárdenas and Sergeant Aldama.
En el medio, Chief. Right there. Big smiles. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ahí está. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Item number 6, consent agenda. All matters are considered to be routine by the City Council and will be enacted by one motion. If discussion is desired, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately.
I move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor signifying by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 7, discussion and possible action items. Item number 7A, discussion and possible action on any and all matters regarding the employee recognition event. Mayor Nieves Rydell.
Thank you. This is a Christmas party that for years and years has been a tradition. Everybody knows that when we work at, all the council and every single department head and some of the city employees worked really hard in last year's budget. We all knew We had a list of all the things that were going to be cut because of lack of funds. And from the beginning, it never seemed right. Uh, so the opportunity raised that Councilmember Rosales brought an issue to me that he asked me to put in the agenda, which we're going to be talking that's next, but it's a little bit of context on another item that is very important to the community, and parents had been getting in touch with some of us about the parade, the light parade. He asked me to put it in the agenda so it can be considered. Maybe we can have that. Each one of us in here represents one vote. The mayor does not have the power, neither anybody else. We need majority to have these things passed. So I decided to put a Christmas party because I do believe that the city employees deserve something. We had taken so many things away from all of you that the community doesn't know, but they need to know. Okay, they need to know the sacrifices that we had asked all of you city employees to make so you can help us take the city, keep the city moving forward. So that's the reason that after talking to the city administrator and Ms. Rola Encinas, where we can find money so we can at least have these two things that are important for the community and to all of us. And there was a suggestion there was extra monies or monies in the budget for the mayor and the council that maybe, if we all agree, can be used for these two items. And that's it. There's nothing hitting, nothing political in this. Is the youngest council member thinking how important it is, and the oldest one that happens to be the mayor that recognizes how valuable the employees are. Because I have my own employees and they expect recognition at the end of the year for a good year or a bad year. And that's what it is. So it's in the agenda. There's monies in our budget. It's not our money, it's the city's money. Okay, it's not like we put that money there out of our own bank accounts. And I think it's a good cause, and it all depends what the council decides to do. This is the youngest one, and the oldest one is these two items that I want the council to consider. And one way or another one, it doesn't affect me. I understand finances. I understand that when these items were removed for lack of funds, it wasn't done because we didn't want these things. We do. But when it's time to make sacrifices and have to choose, we have to be responsible. And that's what we do here. We try to be responsible. And this is it. So it is what it is. And I will ask anybody from the council that has a comment or a question. This is your opportunity.
Mayor?
Yes?
Okay, historically speaking, for many, many, many years, when a department needs a financial support to cover for an unexpected circumstance, a project, a program, department heads come to city council and request support. And there is a specific account, it's under the city council, that it's called contingency fund, and we can see it up there on the screen. It's called contingency fund, and that account is used to support that specific need. Now, the employee recognition event, it's under the HR department. And you as a mayor are coming to us tonight requesting support for this event, not the HR department. So I have a couple of questions for you. So you're coming to us as a mayor requesting for this support. And I really want to know what your motivation for this request is besides everything that you just mentioned. Because you included the council salary, travel, conferences, and everything, when you know that there's an existing account called contingency fund, and you intentionally place those budgets for the community to see, and that's great. But the contingency fund is there for a reason, but you bring up the other accounts, and you know perfectly well there's an initiative right now against us, city council, regarding our benefits and salary, and you intentionally place those on the agenda. And I don't think that's right, because you're openly supporting this initiative. So I really want to know what your intention is.
Okay, well, that's a really good question, and I will be happy to answer it. And I didn't put these numbers together. That's why we have the finance department and an acting city administrator. They decided to do it this way. I didn't give orders, okay? They gave me options. It's not my idea. I don't know, Ms. Torres, would you like to elaborate? How did you guys come up with this?
What we did, we took a look at the expense budget performance report, and we looked at all the accounts. And all the accounts were, lower numbers, 1,000 here, 2,000 there. The biggest budget item was the contractual services, but that is all committed to Forefronted and Amberlee's Place and the Humane Society and so on. So some of the fundings that become available was the contingency, which is what is usually used for projects. The other items were brought up as a suggestion, but it's up to council to decide.
Did that answer your question, Councilmember Servin?
Not really, but
Oh,
I
okay.
have an
Well, I don't move numbers. I'm only one vote, and I follow suggestions from the people that are getting paid to do this. Anybody else?
Yes, I would like to make a comment because I was surprised to see it on the agenda. Thank you for approving it and putting it on the agenda, because I believe that, yes, we should recognize the hard work of our employees, and yes, we should celebrate with them. Human Resources does a phenomenal job putting this event together. I witnessed it last year alongside some of my colleagues here. But I also witnessed something very sad. I witnessed over 5 tables left alone that people reserved and did not attend. I witnessed hard work and dedication from Human Resources and staff that RSVP to attend the event, including some of us here in the dais, weren't there present. And when you have an event you're planning an event for 300 people, prices go up. And when only 140 people show up, that's a slap in the face. That's what it is. So I agree that, yes, we should recognize our employees, but we should also be faithful and thankful of the work that they put. And if we're going to RSVP, especially us up here in the dais, we better show up, because they're working hard, and they're not doing it just because they want to do it. It's because we're asking them, like right now, the mayor put this on the agenda, asking them to do this event. HR is not going to say no. They're going to do it. But when staff don't show up, it brings the morale down. So from us elected officials down to all the employees, if you RSVP to attend the event, please be there, because there's meaningful work put behind. We show up for the nice part, for the pictures and everything, but HR did all the planning and contracting of vendors and making sure that everyone was going to have food, and they were left with over 100 plates of food there for people that didn't show up, including mayor and council. So thank you for bringing this up. On the comment from Council Member Servin, never in my experience as a council member have they presented an item where they list council salaries and council conferences and registrations and travel per diems. So when I saw the agenda posted, I questioned the acting city manager, and she said that it was a directive from the mayor. So I don't know who the liar is. I don't know if it's the mayor or if it's the acting city manager, but I did question that action, because we always get the money from the council contingency, and I thought it was odd to see all four line items there. And I don't mind if they come out of any of those 4. To me, I'm okay with it. So let's move forward with the party and the recognition in December for the employees. I leave it up to you guys to decide where you guys want the money to come from. Thank you.
Anybody else? If not, I want to entertain a motion.
Comment.
Sure.
I know it takes many months to prepare a dinner, and this is a very large event. Speaking on my experience, it takes us just about a year to plan an event, a dinner dance. I'm not saying that our staff is not able to do it in a couple months, but that's a lot of added stress. To have them rush and just try to organize something, two major events, I don't think that's right. I know the stress that people go through to try to plan a party. And a recognition, the lights and all that. And besides, I don't think we should pull it out of the contingency fund. I think that money should be reserved for something that is where a department comes and say, you know what, we don't have enough money. Can we pull it from the contingency fund? I'm well approve funding coming for a department for something like that, that a project needs additional funding, that there's needed things that came up. But, and I appreciate every employee. I'm not saying you don't deserve it, but this was removed from the budget so that we can save money, because there's people saying that we're wasteful, that we're this. You know what? When we try to save money, then they come back and say it's inconsistency, and I cannot deal with inconsistency. You either go with what you approve, and that's it. Be adults about it. And as far as these numbers, the travel and council's travel, that had nothing to do with this. It has nothing to do with it. Somebody wants to put us to shame, but I feel no shame because I work. I am representing my city with dignity, respect. I have never insulted anybody. I go into my business, come back and give a report. So I don't know why that had to be added. Salaries, councils, conferences. Without the conferences, we wouldn't be able to do what we do, because that's where we know how the state is doing, how the state is gonna disperse the funds from the state, from taxes, road tax, gas tax, and all that. So I don't know. I am. We'll see how council votes.
Anybody else?
Yes, Mayor, I have a question. If we are to approve this budget transfer, can we at least be very clear from which account are we going to be taking this money? I don't see the necessity of having all these amounts breaking down to the public if we do have the council contingency fund for that. So can we at least know where are we going to be getting this money to transfer?
Yes, you would have to, it says I move to approve adding the employee recognition and approve budget transfer of 35,000 from council. I would need to know which one. If it's council contingency, then that's how we will proceed.
Okay. So do we need to change that motion, or?
You could insert in the motion which budget
Okay.
you want it from.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else?
Yes, I would like to hear the opinion from our HR director, Adela. What are your thoughts about putting together this, with this timing? I mean, do not get me wrong, I support our city employees. I think you're the best, and it's the greatest asset that we have in our community, staff. I mean, without staff, we couldn't do what we do. But I just want to make sure, I mean, I want to know, coming from you, since you will be the organizer of the putting it together.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Council. We can put it together. You know, there is a couple of months. If that is the decision that is reached here tonight, we can put it together.
Okay. In 8 weeks.
Yes.
Mayor, may I intervene? I think Adela's been very nice, and very supportive. And as you know, you are all of our bosses, and we'll do what we must do. But when she starts planning this event, she starts planning it in June. She starts getting the music, you know, the food, the decorations, you know, everything she does. So it takes her months to put this event together. Can she get it done? Of course she can. But it does put a lot of stress on her. She does have a lack of staff at this moment, and she's trying to fill 34 positions. And so if council decides to do this, again, we will do what we must do, but it does put a lot of stress on the staff and putting aside, you know, the recruitment of people so that we can plan this event. The other issue that might come up is that because we're coming in at the end of October, that there might be people that might not be able to attend, not because they don't want to attend, but because they already made other plans. So that could be another situation. You know, we could do a survey to make sure that we plan accordingly, but, you know, as Councilmember Cabrera stated, based on our last numbers, you know, it is difficult to plan when we don't know the exact amount of people coming in. So again, we will do what council decides to do. We'll pull together, we'll put the staff necessary, but it does put a lot of strain on them.
I have a comment. I don't think it's fair from us to put Ms. Adela in that position because she's capable. And Ms. Jenny is absolutely right. The council decides. We're 7 votes. And it's like, if you says you can do it, I don't have any doubt in my mind that you can do it. So it should not be up to you to say, yeah, I can do it, I cannot do it. It would be very unfair because you're going to be speaking for every city employee. It's like me going and asking every single employee, do you want this? It's not fair to put people in that position. It's just a comment. Thank you, Ms. Adela, for
Thank
being
you,
so
Mayor.
kind. Okay, anybody else?
I have a long-winded motion if I can. I move to approve adding the employee recognition event and approve a budget transfer of $35,000 from the council contingency budget to human resources budget and to give leeway to staff to decide whether they can put it on or not. I mean, if you get quotes or you're unable to put together, I think that's okay. And to further instruct staff to link it to the one-time COLA adjustments for December or January if possible. Again, to study the matter, just not to do it, to study it. I know, don't look, I know, Rola, I understand. Just to study the matter, we can do that. So that would be my motion.
I second that.
There's a motion, a second. All those in favor signifying by saying aye.
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 Any nays?
Nay.
I want to clarify on the motion because are we going to pay the COLA adjustments out of the council contingency
No,
or?
no, no, no. My motion was to approve adding the employee recognition event and approve a budget transfer of $35,000 from the council contingency budget to human resources budget and give the leeway to human resources to see if they can put it together. So not because we're saying yes tonight means that they're gonna just drop everything and start doing it. If they can't, so be it. They cannot, I mean, we're not gonna just get anyone in trouble. And with that, to study the matter of possible in December, January, February, I don't know, when we know where we're standing with the budget, trying to budget performance, and Rula, you're nodding yes, right? I mean, we could study the matter so they can study the matter to see if we can afford that. I'm not saying to find the money to get it out of contingency or any budget. There's 34 positions available. They can be finding some savings there that they can give at least each employee $50, $100, I don't know, whatever that is, but it's just to study the matter.
It's just about
Instructing them to
timing.
study the matter.
Thank you for the clarification.
You're welcome.
You got it? Okay, and then I need a roll call.
Mayor, did you vote?
Yes, I did. Oh, I'm sorry. It was yes.
Thank you.
Councilmember Luis Cabrera,
Aye.
Councilmember Maria Cecilia Cruz,
Nay.
Vice Mayor Tadeo Asael de la Hoya,
Aye.
Councilmember Esteban Rosales,
Aye.
Councilmember Lisette Servin,
Can I explain my vote before I say no? Am I allowed to do that?
Yes, you may. Yes.
Okay. Okay, I just want to make it clear that I am with all of you, city employees, and I support you 150%. But I don't think it's fair that the mayor is doing this to the HR department, and it's just a reaction of her because we asked her to bring back the parade, that she said no, and then she said yes, and she came up with this. I still think that she's using it as a political strategy for the initiative that is going on. So I want to make sure that you employees know that we'll find a way to compensate you in the near future with the bonuses that we used to have, the stipends that you got in Christmas. But right now, please understand the situation that the HR department will be in a tough position to put this event together. And if by any way, means, or forms you are not able to do it, and I'm not questioning your ability to do so, I know you can. It's just the way it's coming up just to prove a point from the mayor, it's not right. So my vote is no.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Councilmember Javier Vargas,
Aye.
Mayor Nieves Raydell,
Aye.
motion carries 5-2.
Thank you.
Item number 7B, discussion and possible directions to staff on any and all matters regarding the San Luis December 2025 Holiday Light Parade. Jenny Torres, Acting City Manager.
Good evening, Mayor, members of the council. As stated in the last item, this was one of the events that was removed during the fiscal year budget. It is being requested to be brought back. Based on the calculations that were submitted in the budget, we would require $12,000 for the planning of the event and $4,000 for overtime for the staff. And so at this point, we are discussing with the school district to try to make sure that they would participate and other participants. We're looking at possibly December the 4th or December 11th for the event.
Any questions, comments?
Yes, I would like to make a comment. So, thank you, Jenny, for bringing this up to council. This was something that I requested to be added to the agenda, and then it was denied, and then it was approved, and now it's here, so I'm thankful that it's here. I did speak to our school superintendent, Mrs. Esparza, and she was very happy because the the administration and teachers were kind of upset that we had removed this item from the list of events from Parks and Recreation. So when I gave her a call and I asked her if they would be willing to participate, she said, of course. She didn't think about it twice. I've toured 2 schools, and both administrators have told me that thank you for bringing this up to the council, because it's an event that brings our community together. And I think everyone would agree that over the 55 or 60 people that participate, whether they become whichever side they're from, they all come together and they decorate their floats very nice. Even our own staff does an amazing work decorating the floats. So I was very happy to bring this event forward to you guys, and I hope that you guys approve with me tonight this Holiday of Lights parade, because the students deserve to have some type of joy and celebration, especially in those times of year. And like I mentioned, it's just an event that brings our community together. It's people from the mayor's businesses to people from Comité de Bienestar, from the school district to businesses downtown, that they all come together for one sole purpose of celebrating the approaching holidays. So I'm excited that this is here.
I got a comment, just because I want it in the record, because I don't appreciate when they throw things and then I let it go. This one is very important to me. Just for the record, the only person that asked me about this item to put it in the agenda, it was Councilmember Rosales. I called him and I told him that it was a great idea. And my 3 kids were in a band. They were awful musicians, but we did look forward to go and participate in every single event that they had an opportunity. So this is a really good event. I really want to thank Councilmember Rosales for bringing this item to my attention, and we're here. Thank you.
Thank you for the recognition, but it also was in collaboration with the rest of the council. So we work as a team, so.
But you asked me.
I asked, but it was something that
Okay.
everyone was asking for.
Oh, I didn't know that, but you're the one that asked me.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. Anybody else?
Yes, I just want to be transparent because when we asked you, or when Esteban asked you, Councilmember Rosales, you said no, you refused to put the item in the agenda. Then you came back and you said yes. So I just want to throw that out there too, because I hear stuff and then people are not transparent when they speak. So as you can see, Mayor and the rest of the audience, we did our due diligence. We listened to the community. We heard that they want to bring back the parade because they want to see it as a tradition and it brings the community together. So we listened to the schools, to the local businesses, community leaders, organizations, and they agree to pitch in to help to put this event together. This is not something that came out of the blue. We did our due diligence. It did not come out of ego to prove anything. So I'm just letting the community know that this is happening because the community is asking for it. So, and it's going to serve our employees and the entire community. And again, I just want to mention the fact again that when Councilmember Rosales asked for this item to be put in the agenda, he never asked for the rest of council travel, conferences, and salaries to be added. That's something that you came up with as the mayor, and it's your decision to do so. You have the authority to do so, but don't put it on staff or saying that you don't know who put it there, because staff are not allowed or authorized to put anything in the agenda unless it comes from you, because you are the one who controls the agenda, and I want people to know that. So stop saying that, directing our city manager to say, can you give an explanation, when you know perfectly well that you directed our city manager to add those items to the agenda, when you know we have an initiative going against us, again, that you are openly supporting. So that's not right. But I just want to go back again to the agenda item saying that the parade is coming back because the community asked for it. It's not out of ego or to prove a point, political point, which you are. So that's all I have to say.
Ms. Torres, did I directed you? Ms. Rolla, did I directed you where to come out with this money? I want it in the record. One thing is people make these stories. I'm not gonna allow this to happen anymore. If I text me the rest of my day to clarify this, no, I have never been telling anybody about the monies. Ms. Rolla, you're the keeper of the monies. So I just want to make sure, because my reputation, my name does mean a lot to me, okay?
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Council members. As Ms. Jenny mentioned, so we have a budget performance report, and we were looking for the budget available of the big amounts, and so that's the accounts that you have available budget to transfer from.
Thank you so much. Highly appreciate it. So, anybody else? If
Mayor.
not, I will entertain a motion.
I'll do the motion, and I just have a quick comment for all of us. I think that these two items should serve us as a teaching lesson when we approved the budget. This was one of the many reasons that I voted nay for the budget to begin with when we first approved it. So I think that for next year, we need to do our due diligence and do better without pointing fingers to us or staff or the community or anyone. With that being said, I move to approve adding.
I have not commented. Sorry, Vice Mayor, but I need to comment.
Okay.
Again, this was removed from the budget to try to save money. And it's not just about the businesses. There's other businesses that come. There's APS that participates. In this short time, you think they're not already booked for other events? There's other businesses that come. I mean, I love this. I celebrate it because it's Jesus' birthday. Not because of the lights, not a Christmas tree light. It's Jesus' birthday. Whether you believe in Jesus or not, you're celebrating his birthday. But when you do a budget and then you cut it, and then again, you want to bring it back because, you know, this or that, and then you add your comments with travel and council's conferences, and you want to take salaries away, again, it's unnecessary. The budget was already done. We should just stick to the budget. And like I said, this is stress on staff, listening to us bicker about this. This is stress because now we have to pay $4,000 on overtime. Totaling $16,000. I love the parade. I love it. I love our staff. I love them. But I think when you say no, it should be no. No wishy-washy stuff. Oh, okay, let's do it. Let's do this. Let's talk about this now. Is inconsistency. Nobody likes a person that is inconsistency. They don't stick to the word, and I think it's just, but those are my 2 cents.
Okay, anybody else?
I totally understand what Councilmember Cruz is coming from, but the budget is not set in stone. The budget is, has the flexibility to move money. We've done it for projects that you guys present to us because poll was $20,000 more than what you guys expected. So to punish the kids and the community, I'm a teacher, and I know the joy that this brings to everyone, because in June or May, we said no. I mean, I 1,000 times would rather not travel and have this light parade for the community, because even my own children enjoy it to the max. So when it comes to moving the money around for something that the community loves, I'm here for the community, and I don't mind where the money comes from. I can assure you that I prefer that my money be spent on a parade than on a travel approved by the mayor to Mexicali, Baja California for an overnight stay for the vice mayor, for a baseball game, or for Councilmember Vargas to stay overnight in Mexicali, Baja California for a baseball game. Like, this, for me, is more important. This is service to the community, not taking a picture with the Nido de las Águilas for the mayor's game. So a responsibility that the mayor had to do, and she delayed to 2 of the council members. So we got to talk the talk. So if we can't do what we were elected to do, then what are we doing here? Let's be transparent with the community and make sure that we are here for them.
I move to approve adding the December 2025 Holiday Light Parade and approve a budget transfer of $16,000 from the council contingency budget to the parks budget.
Second.
There's a motion, a second. All those in favor signifying by saying aye.
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 Any nays?
Nay.
Let's do a roll call.
Councilmember Luis Cabrera,
Aye.
Councilmember Maria Cecilia Cruz,
Nay.
Vice Mayor Tadeo Asael de la Hoya,
Aye.
Councilmember Esteban Rosales,
Aye.
Councilmember Lisette Servin,
Aye.
Councilmember Javier Vargas,
Aye.
Mayor Nieves Raydell. Mayor
Aye.
motion carries 6-1.
Thank you. I had asked the vice mayor to take over. There's a family emergency and I gotta leave. I'm sorry. So please.
Thank you. Let's note for the record that Mayor, I'm taking over the meeting at 6:48 p.m. Item number 7C, discussion and possible action on any and all matters regarding the purchase of police vehicle routers and antennas using ACDMA grant funds. Lieutenant Alan Guevara.
Good evening, Vice Mayor, Council, staff, and members of the public. The City of San Luis Police Department is seeking approval to use funding to purchase routers and antennas and install them from Code 3 Technology. The Cradle Point routers and antennas will provide a high-speed cellular and Wi-Fi connectivity for our mobile data computers, MDCs, and other electronics. These will be installed on the department vehicles that are equipped with MDCs, the computers. Code 3 Technology has provided a quote of $54,500 $523.62. That's including tax. Two other quotes were also obtained and provided. On Point Outfitters quoted $57,194, and PCS quoted $69,390 with 16 cents. The City of San Luis Police Department has been awarded with a total of $50,761 with 44 cents in grant funds to support materials and supplies as vehicle antennas from the Arizona Department of Military Affairs. The additional $3,762.18 needed to complete the purchase will be taken from the general fund non-departmental department account number 100-999-90000. Any questions?
Thank you, Lieutenant. Did you say upgrade or replace?
No, no, it's not an upgrade. The Outfitter is one of the other companies, but it's something new into the vehicles.
Addition.
Yes, it's something new.
Anyone else from council has any questions, comments, or concerns?
Vice Mayor, I just have a comment.
Councilmember Cruz?
Yes, I just want to appreciate you so much. I don't know if you wrote the grant, but
It's a team effort.
the team that wrote this grant, this shows that sometimes the city doesn't have funds, but because of your diligence in seeking grants, this is able and possible. So thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else from council?
No, Vice Mayor, I move to approve the purchase of routers and antennas for the police department as presented.
Second.
Moved by Councilmember Vargas, seconded by Councilmember Rosales. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
If anyone opposes, please say so by stating nay. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you, Lieutenant.
Thank you.
Item number 7D, discussion and possible action on all matters related to the purchase of fire protection gear and fire department personnel. Chief Angel Ramirez.
Good evening, Vice Mayor, council members. This item was talked about, well, during the budget process last year. So what it is we're trying to replace the sets of gear that our firefighters use. Every single firefighter has 2 sets of gear. And they have a shelf life of 10 years. The first one that we purchased was 10 years ago, so it's getting into their end of the shelf life. So we're gonna be replacing those fire gear. That's why it is a big expense. But we're gonna be purchasing 57 new sets of gear for our firefighters. And that is a new law that we have to have 2 sets of gear for firefighters because it's a cancer-causing thing. That's where most of the carcinogens stay when they go out to fires or so.
Thank you, Chief. Any questions, comments, or concerns from council? Hearing none, I'm gonna entertain a motion.
I move to approve the
Purchase of a second set of fire protection gear for each firefighter in an amount not to exceed $232,000 as presented.
Second.
Moved by Councilmember Cabrera, seconded by Councilmember Rosales. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
If anyone opposes, please say nay. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you, Chief. Item number 7E, discussion and possible action on any matters regarding the approval of change orders associated with the previously approved purchases of a communication shelter and a Sabre 64 tower and authorize a budget transfer. Mr. Fernando Corona, IT Manager.
Good evening, Vice Mayor, members of council. We're requesting approval for proposed changes from Sabre Industries related to the project that was approved back in February 2025 for the construction of a 60-foot tower and the concrete shelter for the new public safety radio repeater that was acquired by the Yuma Regional Communications Consortium through a state grant. The proposed changes include upgrading the diesel to a diesel generator with a longer runtime and strengthening the concrete and tower load-bearing design. The total cost for these changes is a total of $68,731 with 81 cents. In addition to this, I'm also requesting the allowance of a budget transfer of $104,242 with 33 cents to cover the change orders, as well as the $35,510 with 52 cents in prior year costs that carried over due to a delay.
Thank you. Mr. Corona, any questions, comments, or concerns from council?
What was the delay?
The delay was caused by just the fact that during the designing communication, it just took Sabre Industries very long for us to get the plans back in order for us to review. And once we provided the actual, the actual feedback that we were giving them, it would just take them forever. I'm not sure what external reasons were causing for them to delay us so much, but that was one of the major contributors.
Okay, thank you. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Anyone else from council? Hearing none, I'm going to entertain a motion.
I move to approve and change order totaling $68,731.81, and to approve the budget transfer of $104,242.33 as stated in the fiscal impact statement.
Second.
Moved by Councilmember Rosales, seconded by Councilmember Vargas. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
If anyone opposes, please say nay. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you, Mr. Corona.
Thank you, council members.
Item number 7. F, discussion and possible action on any matter regarding the City of San Luis procuring slurry seal application services from American Pavement Preservation for the application of slurry seal as part of the fiscal year 2026 Pavement Preservation Program. Mr. Manuel Hernandez, Assistant Director of Public Works.
Good evening, Vice Mayor, honorable council members. Public Works is here this evening seeking your approval to accept slurry seal application services from American Pavement Preservation in the amount of $198,300. The City of San Luis will be piggybacking on the City of Yuma's cooperative agreement with American Pavement Preservation. The agreement complies with the Arizona Cooperative Purchasing, as well aligning with the City of San Luis Purchasing Code, Section 305090. I'll entertain any questions.
This is the one we were doing over at Dedicate, right? The same program that we have.
That's correct, Vice Mayor.
Thank you. Anybody else has any questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none, I'm going to entertain a motion.
I move to accept the slurry seal application services from American Pavement Preservation in the amount of $198,300 for the fiscal year 2026 Pavement Preservation Program.
Second.
Moved by Councilmember Cabrera, seconded by Councilmember Rosales. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
If anyone opposes, please say so by stating nay. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you, Mr. No, you have another one. Item number 7G, discussion and possible action on any matters regarding the approval of the Arizona Public Service Company completing electrical distribution and streetlight work in support of the County 22nd Street and Sidewinder Road traffic signal and streetlight project. Mr. Hernandez, you have the floor.
Good evening again, Vice Mayor, honorable council members. Public Works is here this evening seeking your approval to authorize APS to complete an electrical distribution and streetlight work in support of the County 22nd Street and Sidewinder Road traffic signal and streetlight project. This scope includes construction of overhead and underground facilities, installing 3 new streetlights on County 22nd, and providing service to the new traffic signal meter cabinet. APS has provided a project-specific cost estimate, which represents the total city obligation for this work in the amount of $80,911.87. As an update, Public Works was informed this year that the Los Alamos Curve project would be removed from the Transportation Improvement Plan for this fiscal year. ADOT added that this was due to right-of-way and environmental clearances. The project schedule would have to be moved. ADOT expects to complete all clearances by June of next year, I'm sorry. The project is expected to be advertised July 2026 and awarded in October of 2026. ADOT did explain in an email that the pulling of the project from the TIP was due to HSIP fund shortages.
Thank you, Mr. Hernandez. Any questions, comments, or concerns from council? Seeing none, is there a yes?
I
Councilmember
just
Cruz.
would like to make a comment. This is one of the projects that residents from Los Alamos consistently always requests an update on. So thank you for giving us the update on this project for Los Alamos. So this project is not completely off of ADOT's plan, correct?
So they do plan to take this project to construction. It's just like I mentioned, they have a shortfall, so this had to be removed from the TIP.
Eulogio, please.
Good evening, Vice Mayor, members of council. So as Manny mentioned, the shortfall is in the fiscal year. So there's more projects that need to be in construction, and this project cannot. And the reason being is because we're in the right-of-way acquisition process with BLM. And like Manny mentioned, we have environmental clearance and right-of-way clearance that needs to be completed. It's going to be taking most of this calendar year to happen. So we're expected for it to be in, I believe it's in May 2026 to be complete with the actual right-of-way and environmental clearance. Yes, May 15, 2026 is the estimate from the ADOT engineer. The discussions with ADOT as well as with YMPO is as soon as we are ready to go into construction, they'll go seek for funding to get it back on the TIP, which is the local programming of projects with YMPO. And then they do the same thing with what they call the STIP, which is the state TIP. They just can't have it on there and not be in construction. So there's a shortage. They try to get other projects built. I just want to clarify that.
Thank you for clearing that up. And I just wanted it to be on the record that as soon as we get the right of way and everything cleared, like you said, if there's funding, which it'll be for the next fiscal year.
That's correct.
Yes, so I'm counting that there will be funding, but I just wanted to make sure that the residents of Los Alamos make it known that it's not because we took it off of the TIP, which is a process that it has to go through, but it's gonna be put back as soon as our right-of-way gets cleared because of that additional right-of-way that we needed. Thank you.
That's correct.
Thank you, staff, and thank you, Councilmember Cruz, for clarifying and your efforts on transportation. Anyone else with any questions or comments? If not, I'm gonna entertain a motion.
I move to approve the payment to APS for the County 22nd and Sidewater project in the amount of $80,911.87. Waive formal purchasing procedures and approve a budget transfer as presented in the fiscal impact statement.
Is there a second?
Second.
Yeah, there you go.
Huh?
Financial impact statement, sorry, my bad.
The motion clear?
Yeah, yes, we're good.
Second.
Moved by Councilmember Rosales, seconded by Councilmember Vargas. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
If anyone opposes, please say so by stating nay. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you,
Vice
Mr.
Mayor.
Hernandez. Thank you, Mr. Luján, Councilmember Cruz. Item number 7H, discussion and possible action on any all matters regarding authorization to contract GSA Company for full landscape maintenance of several assessment districts for fiscal year 2026. And I believe we need to continue this item for the next meeting, or?
And we should be ready for the November 12th meeting.
Okay, and so with that, I'm gonna move this item for to our next regular meeting. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved by me, seconded by Councilmember Servin. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
If anyone opposes, please say so by stating nay. Motion carries unanimously. Item number 7I, discussion and possible action on any matters regarding the purchase from Masco Sports Lighting LLC light structure system retrofit with total light control using LED lights for Orduño Park Field 1 Sports Field. Ms. Angelica Roldan, Director of Parks and Recreation. You have the floor.
Thank you. Good evening, Mayor and Council. Angelica Roldan, Parks and Recreation Director. Orduño Park is the most visited park by our community. Our softball fields are used year-round to host special events such as 4th of July celebration, as well as annual leagues for baseball and softball. Due to its importance and constant use, the Parks and Recreation Department looked for light structure system relight structure system with total light control with Masco Sports Lighting. Staff found a relight structure system will allow us to keep the existing light pole structures and upgrade the lights to LED. This lighting upgrade will be more cost-effective and help us save electricity when in use. This project will also upgrade the way that staff control the lights. This new lighting system features remote control capabilities that can be activated and deactivated from a cell phone or desktop via the Mosco app. Mosco also provided 24/7 customer service with a live representative in case staff have any questions or concerns. The department has had good experience with Mosco Sports Lighting in the past. Another great feature of this real-life structure is that we'll be able to do live shows. For example, when the city hosts the baseball exhibition games, staff will be able to create a live show to showcase when a home run is made. Jorduño Park lights have never been upgraded, and with how often the fields are used, this improvement is essential. Upgrading the Mosco LED relight system will enhance safety, reduce energy use, and cut maintenance costs. The new remote control feature allows efficient light management, and the system even supports light shows for special events, as mentioned, bringing modern, energy-efficient technology to one of our community's most valued parks. Mosco Sport Lighting provided staff with a quote in the amount of $343,225. This price includes all materials, installation, and sales tax. The Parks and Recreation Department has an available budget of $361,900 that was budgeted this fiscal year for Jorduño Park relight structure, purchasing section 3.05090, cooperative purchasing. Staff would like to seek authorization from the City Council to move forward with purchase and installation of the relight structure system for the Jorduño Park F1 Sport Field. Thank you. Any questions?
Thank you, Mr. Rodan. Any questions, comments, or concerns from council members?
Yes, one
Councilmember
just
Rosales?
random question. I believe it's really great that we're getting those lights fixed. The only thing about the softball fields is the scoreboards. Is there anything planned for those to get those fixed?
Yes, we are already working on that as well, so it will be also something that we're looking into this fiscal year.
Okay, perfect.
Anyone else?
Thank you.
I'm really excited about that extra feature about the lighting show. That's gonna be great.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Nice.
Thank you.
I don't hit home runs, but
Thank you,
Vice Mayor,
Councilmember Cruz?
I would like to add just to her comment, and it's not that it's, I think we're all gonna be the only ones, correct?
Yes, I
So
forgot
that
to
makes it
mention.
extra special.
Yes. We also, those are the same lights that we added at the East Community Park.
Anyone else? Okay, seeing none, I'm going to entertain a motion.
I move to approve the purchase of a relight structure system for Jorduño Park in the amount of $343,225 as presented.
second.
Second. Oh.
Moved by Councilmember Cabrera, seconded by Councilmember Rosales. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
If anyone opposes, please say so by stating nay. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you, Ms. Roldan.
Thank you.
Item number 7J, public hearing followed by discussion and possible action on any matters regarding the recommendation of a special event liquor license application to the Arizona Department of Liquor Licensing and Control to authorize the San Luis Frontera Rotary Club to sell alcohol at the Asado and Brew Festival, a Founders Day celebration on Saturday, November 22nd, 2025. You're gonna present? Ms. Roldan, please proceed.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Angelica Roldan, Parks and Recreation Director, and also very proud member of the Rotary Club here in San Luis. The San Luis Frontera Rotary Club is requesting approval to sell alcohol at the Asado and Brew Festival, a Founders Day celebration, on Saturday, November 22nd, 2025, from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. at Jorduño Park. The Rotary Club has always supported our community and youth, and all proceeds from this event will go directly back into programs that benefit the San Luis residents. Any questions?
Thank you, Ms. Roldan. I'm gonna open the public hearing at 7:09 p.m. Any questions or comments or concerns from council? Does anyone from the public have any questions, comments, or concerns on this particular item? No one from the public? If you can step forward, Ms. Robles, please. Al micrófono, por favor. Para que quede en el récord, por favor.
Buenas tardes, vicealcalde y miembros del concilio. Pues tengo una pregunta en referencia de el Founders Day. Y aquí está Angélica y tenemos la confianza de que puede responder. ¿Está contemplado la celebración de mi San Luis? ¿Está ese movimiento de jóvenes candidatas para concursar para nuestra representación como ciudad? Es una pregunta.
Este llamado al público, a la audiencia, es solamente para la licencia de licor sobre el asado Brew Festival nomás. Es lo único
Sí.
que podemos hablar en este punto.
Sí, pero ahí está un pendiente para Angélica. Gracias.
¿Alguien más del público? Anyone else from the public? Council? No? I'm going to close the public hearing at 7:11 p.m. With that, I'm going to entertain a motion.
Vice Mayor, I move to recommend approval to the Arizona Department of Liquor Licenses and Control for the special event liquor license application for the San Luis Frontera Rotary Club as presented.
Is there a second?
Second.
Moved by Councilmember Vargas, seconded by Councilmember Servin. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
If anyone opposes, please say so by stating nay.
Nay.
Motion carries 5-1 from Councilmember Cruz. Thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 8, summary of current events. Events by the mayor, council members, and/or city manager pursuant to ARS 38-431.02 subsection K. Does anyone from the council has anything to present? Councilmember Cabrera?
Yes, so sadly, the mayor and her majority of the people left, but I wanted to let them know that the community has been reaching out to me. Her employee, Mark Concha, and Luisa Arriola both have a recall campaign against me. That is no news. I posted on social media. And the community has been reaching out to me because they're being misled into signing a recall petition. Some of the things that they are telling the people to sign is that I don't come to council meetings, that I don't participate in city functions, that I just come and collect the paycheck. Another of the things they're saying is that I want to get rid of the Parks and Recreation Department. As the mayor stated, we are all here one vote, and I don't have that power, and will I never have that will either, because I truly value the work that they put for our kids and our youth and our seniors as well. So those two things are definitely straight up lies, just like the people tell me. They know they're trying to mislead the people into signing. And then they also get a little personal too. They've mentioned things that I don't live here.
I don't want to interrupt you, but okay, are we fine with this line of summary?
I'm reporting what the community has brought up to me.
Okay, so you're, I just want to make sure. I'm sorry to interrupt you, I don't want to get in trouble here.
It's very broad, current events. This appears to be current events.
Thank you, Kay. Sorry, Councilmember Cabrera, please proceed.
Thank you. Another thing is they get personal. They're claiming that I don't live here, that I moved to Blythe. I think I'm only driven by Blythe. I've never actually stayed in Blythe, but I don't know where they got that from. Another thing is that I got divorced. That's why I don't live here anymore. So the people are telling me all these lies that they're coming to their doors and they're knocking and trying to get people to sign. I've been very transparent and very upfront since the day I was elected, and I continue to work for the people of San Luis every day. If anybody wants to have a meeting with me, you're welcome to stop by City Hall and schedule a meeting with our staff. I will I will be more than happy to come and address any issues or concerns that you have. And I just want to say to the mayor and her people that if they want to do a recall petition, that's fine. That's their right. It's given to us in the Constitution. You can do a recall, but do it the right way. Don't be lying. Don't be trying to smear someone's name because of your political vendettas. That's not okay in our community, and the people see it. People that don't even know me message me on Instagram or Facebook and tell me because they appreciate the work I do for them, and I'm very thankful to have the support of the community. So thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Cabrera. Councilmember Rosales?
Well, today, on a good note, we're judges for all 8 schools here in the Gaston School District. We're judges for the parents part of the PTA of each school were able to prepare a dish and allow us to try out their food and judge it. First place was Gadsden Elementary, and second place was San Luis Middle School. It was myself, Councilman Vargas, Lisette, and Vice Mayor that were all there. Also, Miss Rosa was there as well. But it was really fun. It was cool to see all these kids be very excited and cheer on their fellow schools and their parents that help out there at the school. And the food was really good. I wish we could have had more, but they just give us little bites, man. Like I'm a little gordito, but I would have taken some home.
Thank you, Councilmember Rosales. And that event was brought up. They invited us from the Gadsden School District and SFE for the Reuben Chef cooking at the schools, and it was fun. Thank you for that, Councilmember Rosales. Councilmember Servin?
Yes, I just want to echo that. I mean, the food was delicious. I wanted to get some to go, but there was nothing left. I just want to congratulate the Gaston School District for the amazing work that they're doing in our community. Not just the school, but the administration, the school board, the teachers, the parents. You could feel the energy in the room as soon as you walk in. You see the students so excited about this event, and it was great. And I see that the Gaston School District just keeps bringing, highlighting our community in so many different ways. I know that right now they're the #1 in the county and also at the state level. So it's just amazing the work that they're doing. I don't think sometimes we don't recognize them as much. And I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you for taking that time and investing in our future leaders in our community. And it was an awesome event. I'm really thankful that they invited us. 4 of us were there, and I mean, it was great. We were also there yesterday for the ribbon cutting for the shades. They're also adding 3. What is it? Groundbreaking?
Groundbreaking.
Groundbreaking for the 3 shades that they're adding too. I mean, always thinking ahead, having that vision of providing safety for our children and providing that shade, especially here in Arizona. I mean, the heat, it's unbelievable, and always thinking about that extra measure, that extra security that they have in place. I mean, it's great, and they're always been supportive of all of our events, especially the parades. So I just want to say thank you for that. And what else I wanted to mention? I just want to leave it there positive. I wanted to say something else, but I'll just leave it at there. I'm so excited.
Thank you, Councilmember Servin. Councilmember Cruz?
Thank you. I attended the Arizona Transportation Summit, and I presented the YMPO Regional Project, which is the U.S. Gila River Bridge Expansion and Reconstruction. So this project scope extends 5-lane section from the Mohawk Canal to the Gila River Bridge. So this is a 10-mile section of this US 95, and it's broken up in 2 sections. The first is the Welton Mohawk Canal to the Imperial Dam portion, 5 miles. The current estimate cost is $107 million. The second is Imperial Dam Road to Albertine Road, which is 4.7 miles, and current estimate cost is $75.8 million. So we are requesting as a region for the state funding request is $38.7 million. So this just shows how expensive all of the infrastructure projects are. I mean, it's not just $1 million, it's hundreds of millions of dollars. And I just want to add, the gas tax in the state of Arizona has not increased 1 cent. And the YMPO board, I'm the chair, And I do believe that other states have increased their gas tax, and I think that's something that our state should consider, because the infrastructure for the roads are so expensive, we cannot catch up. We always have to do these big projects in sections to try to improve the roads. And the road to this 10-mile stretch leads to the YPG. And they have a nickname for that road when it's full of cars. They refer it to the Red Snake because that's how long the backup of cars gets in the morning and the evening. So hopefully we do get funding for that, but there is other counties competing for the same bucket of money. So it's a big struggle, but I was representing this region and hopefully we get it. So thank you for your time.
Vice Mayor, I want to say something.
Yes, Councilmember Servin?
Sorry, I just want to remind the community that we have a couple events or community things coming up. The community cleanup campaign is still going on. I think right now it's in Area 4, soon coming to Area 5. Also, the mayor's bike ride, it's happening this weekend, so I encourage everyone who wants to join us for that. We will be participating, I think most of us or a couple of us. There's still time to sign up. The CD auction is coming to on November 1st. We want to make sure that if you're interested, please be there. And something that is happening tomorrow, I believe, is the Community Planning and Code Compliance Month. I wish I could be there, but I will be traveling out of town tomorrow. But the community is invited to come and learn more about the planning and code and general plan for the city. So I encourage everyone who's here and who's listening to come and join us. This is really important for us to inform the community, to educate ourselves, not just us as council, but as a community as a whole. When you hear things out in the community, you want to make sure that what you're hearing is the right information, and the best way to do it is by attending all the city events that are put together for you, for the community. Thank you so much.
I was just reminded that thank you, and I just was reminded that we have the trunk or treat event on October 30th from 6 to 8 p.m. and people can still register. Anyone else from council?
Yes, Vice Mayor. I just want to share that now that everyone is sharing that. About 3 weeks ago, Vice Mayor and myself, we had the opportunity to attend the Naleo Institute Emergency Preparedness class, where 50 elected officials from all the U.S. get a scholarship. What does that mean? That those are travels that are not paid by the city, it's paid by Naleo. And the only reason why we get those scholarships is because we keep attending classes, Zoom. We've been answering emails. So it was a good class. It's preparedness for emergency. So that's it.
Thank you.
And everyone is welcome to apply for those scholarships and go. Just making sure that not all the travels that council members do are paid by the city. We are also board members for different boards, so I just want to share that.
Thank you. Anyone else? With that, and if there's no further actions on the agenda, items on the agenda, and if no one opposes, I'm going to adjourn the meeting at 7:22 p.m. Thank you, staff, community members present, and everyone listening to us online. Have a good evening. Thank you.